This episode is brought to you by Laguna Motors. We make car buying easy. Why waste time with Craigslist clowns and sled lots with trailer offices? Buy with ease. Buy with confidence. Come down to beautiful South Orange County and buy from Laguna Motors. Follow us on Instagram at Laguna Motors and visit us at lagunamotorsoc.com. That's dope.
Yeah. Here we go. Should I go first?
Yeah.
All right, guys. On May 25th, I'm going to be at Uriel Brewing Company with my friend Eddie Jarvis. I'm going to be hosting that show, so you get to see a lot of me, unfortunately. Make sure you come out to that because it's a free one, and I'm going to be trying to be funny. Why are you looking at me like that? May 29th, I think. I don't fucking remember. It's the last Tuesday of the month. We have the next best comedy contest at the Ontario Improv that I run with my friend Alec Damani.
May 28th.
May 28th, the day after Memorial Day. We're going to be there. Second leg of the next best comedy contest. So if you didn't get up during the first round, come out for another shot that day.
When's the finals?
That was stupid. June
10th?
June 30th.
30th. I knew there was a 0 after that first digit.
It's a long one, so if you get in the finals, you got time to work on your shit. Yeah. And the winner gets a booked paid spot.
That's dope
on a show in July.
That would be dope to say.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I want to wait for the drop too, man. You got one. I feel left out. Like, okay.
You get your own, dude.
There we go. All right. May 17th. I'm not doing anything. I'm hanging out at the Long Beach Laugh-In with Mr. Danny Frank. That's a good time. I think it's $10 tickets at the door. Might be $5. Why don't you just smile? Look really pretty. I might try to slip you in the back door. Because we got to fill that place up.
Ooh.
I'm just trying to get people there. All I'm doing is pressing play on things for him. So.
Oh, you're gonna be the old on the ones and twos, huh?
Just the one. It's the pointer finger pressing buttons. Then May 18th, I'm at No Clue Brewery. I think that's a free show. So, should be fun. May 28th, again, I'm not doing anything. I already went up for the first leg, and I won. So, I'm just hanging out at the Ontario Improv Open Mic Competition. Next Best, right? That's what it's called. June 23rd, I'm in Pasadena, California, at the Ice House. So, that should be a good time. 7 o'clock show. And then June 3rd, I forgot one. June 13th, I'm at A&G Collectibles in Upland. That's going to be great. It's at a comic book shop. I'm going to try not to shoplift, so come out for that. Good times. That's all I got.
Hadouken! He's on fire! Come here!
It's me! Listen!
Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Gameboiz. I am sitting across the table from this quarter sleeve wearing glasses, fresh bald head, a little bit sick man, Mr. William Henderson.
Holla, holla, holla. I don't appreciate you taking shots at my 3/4 sleeve shirt. I feel like these are way underrated. You know?
Is that your favorite style of attire, you would say?
Bro, you know what? I would probably say so. If it comes down, it's definitely the most comfortable top.
3/4
I
sleeves?
don't, because I don't own that many. Because nobody buys it for me.
I bet they're all over Ross.
I have one that's it's like blue colory, and it's like darker blue on the sleeves. But I'm too fat right now to wear it, so.
Good thing you did your 40-yard dash.
I did it in 12.7 seconds. And
what kind of shoes were you wearing, bro?
I am wearing Nike Shocks. Can you believe I'm saying that after 1999? I really didn't know that they made shocks anymore. I saw them in Ross, and I was like, they're half off. I'm taking them.
Ross is a steal sometimes.
Yeah.
If you're there, if the stars align, you can find some good shit.
Yeah.
I found my first set of toe shoes at Ross, and I was like, what the fuck
really?
is this bullshit?
You're
Yeah.
like, well, there's no way nobody else has put these on. But
I did Lysol it when I got it, but
Good.
I was like, these look like ninja shoes. I want them. And they were like $12. I was like, fuck it. And now I own like 8 pairs of toe shoes. So it really...
oh, gross.
Ross
dude.
Ross was a life changer for me. I love them. I love them. They're great. They got strong feet and shit. I think I don't know. They're ninja shoes that few people give me shit for. So you guys should. You really should. But I only wear them to the gym or running. So
Yeah. I need, like, a cloud. I need protection. You know? I need it.
I don't know.
If something hits my foot, I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no, yeah,
Goes
that's a
into my
day
foot,
ruiner.
I'm done.
There's these. So I have a pair that have like zero sole. It's just a piece of rubber on the bottom. And they're supposed to be just like gym shoes because so you can feel the floor. I went running in them. I still do. I actually did my first 6 miles in those, but I hit a rock on my big toe once, and it was life changing. Like it changed the way I landed on the ground.
Stop believing in God.
Close to it. It hurt. So
There's no way God would do that to
it
someone.
was a weird like lightning bolt of pain that went from my toe to like my shoulder, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So it was a traumatizing event.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But I recommend running in toe shoes. It's great. It makes you feel like a ninja. It's a ninja thing.
I feel like
I'm
the
a weirdo.
God, it just always comes back to the ninjas with you.
Yeah.
I feel like running for me is a cardio thing, and my muscles and my feet can go fuck themselves. Like that's not what I'm here for. You know what I mean?
You're working the heart and
Yeah.
not the.
And my lungs.
Why not do both? You can kill 2 birds with one
Because
stone.
that makes it harder, and it's already hard enough.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, I don't know if running in toe shoes helps because I do have a sore heel pretty much all the time now.
Yeah.
It's like a weird plantar fascia. Actually, Hector Lara gave me this thing that like extends your foot when you go to bed.
Oh, nice.
It feels great. So
I
thank
bet.
you, sir, Hector Lara.
Yeah.
Rated H for funny, I believe is what it
Just
is.
won the
It's
contest at the Falconer this week.
Oh yeah, nice. Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. I was freezing my ass off outside
I'm gonna go to. I think it's on Wednesday.
Wednesday, but it's
Right?
not at the Falconer. It's someplace different. No.
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad.
I think they're just they're like us. They're pop
Right.
up.
It's not the
places.
Falconer. Or it was.
It was the Falconer,
Oh.
but this next Wednesday one
not.
is somewhere else.
Oh, I might go to that.
Yeah, yeah. Instead
On
of
the
bomb at
off.
the riff
Oh,
off.
yeah, go fuck. God damn.
Yeah, no. Alec Damani sent us the flyer,
Yeah.
or sent it to me, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can't. I gotta be at the other place. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Be fun though. I could use $50. What? I just got a car. I'm very excited. I'm mobile again. It's
Does it sound like this?
in my head.
Does it sound like that?
No, that's not a car. That's a purr. That's like when you make a kitten happy. That's such a distinct car, like sound. That supercar sound. When you hear it, you're like, "What is that?"
I don't even like cars, and that makes my dick hard. You
Yeah.
know?
There's so on the street that I live, they have a little car meet like every other morning at right next door. So
Like, on purpose?
yeah, it's a bunch of old dudes with some old cars.
Do you go to Target?
Yeah. They just chill. And,
Word.
So there are those kinds of cars in this area of Riverside, and occasionally I'll be at the stoplight and I'll hear it go woo. I'm like, whoa! I didn't know we were allowed to land planes here.
Yeah,
what the
dude.
fuck was that?
Dude, they're so ridiculous, those vehicles. I saw one in Michigan once. We were behind it going to a Tigers game. We were getting on the freeway, and it was going around this big curve. And I was like, dude, once it gets to that straightaway, if he doesn't punch it, I'm going to take it away from him. Because dude, there's nothing more upsetting than someone that owns a vehicle like that and then doesn't use it to its potential. Have we talked about this before?
No, I don't think so,
Dude.
But I mirror that sort of feeling.
When I'm on the road and I see someone in like a Mustang or like any kind of sports car or muscle car, old or new, I don't give a shit, dude. If you're not like making that thing loud and driving it hard, why do you have it? I really don't get it.
I agree. It's because like there's no Autobahn out here. There's no road that's just gonna let you stretch its legs.
Right.
But I mean, if you're willing to push it a little bit, there's a half a mile at a time that you can do it.
Yeah.
The cops are even like, yeah, just do it right here and nowhere else.
And also,
like,
if you own a vehicle like that, you can afford a ticket. It'll be fine, dude. It'll be fine. You're probably white. It'll be fine.
I feel the same way about like people that they have like really big trucks that are just pristine, and I'm like, why did you do that? What?
Yeah, that's stupid.
You're like, no, I don't want any passengers to be comfortable in this place.
I
No.
don't want to be able to put my dying mother in here. Just put her in the bed.
Yeah, after like the age of 6, there's a lot of trucks that you can't sit in the back of anymore. Like, you have to sit. I remember my aunt had a weird, I want to say like a Toyota. It was a very small pickup truck, and it was one of those where like the backseat passengers were facing each other like we are now.
Whoa.
Yeah, they were like, hey, you can put 2 little children back here or a subwoofer. What do you want? That was as much space it was.
But they're going to be
there.
the first people to die in an accident for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've sat in the back, in the bed of
Yeah.
a pickup truck on a
Oh,
freeway.
yeah.
Like, it's like,
What?
this
On a
isn't
freeway?
Yeah, for sure. It's not safe, and I didn't
not
realize
safe
it
at
then,
all.
but I was dumb, and everyone
Right.
else was getting in the back, so
And it's Hawaii, bruh.
I wanted to be a cool kid.
5-0.
Yeah, even the cops were like, "Dude, sit down. Stop fucking around." But the cops are so chill out there.
Really?
Yeah, there's like, I shouldn't say zero hostility towards police, but I've definitely seen a cop like flash someone in a busy intersection, pull up next to him and be like, "Hey man, put your seatbelt on," and then just drive away, and just let him continue. Because out here they'd be like, "Hey man, pull the fuck over. We're gonna pull guns on you."
That's crazy, dude. What, are they not trying to meet their quota or what?
It's like where I saw that as a small town. It's like where I grew up, and
Yeah.
so everyone kind of knows everyone, and it's more of like, if I see you do this again,
Yeah.
then we're gonna have a problem.
We're going to have a problem, yeah.
So very
fair.
very raised by the village. Like, all right, you get one chance. Don't be stupid. And it was in front of like an area that's like had so many people just kind of like T-bone trees and shit.
Really?
So, yeah. Because it's a stretch. It is a solid, close to a mile, just straight. And when I was growing up, there weren't any speed bumps. It was 2 lanes. It was 2 ways. And one side was like a pineapple field. How very Hawaiian. And separating the pineapple field and the road were just big trees. And people, get drunk, try to race down there and send their car into that tree.
What does a pineapple field look like?
Short bushes, most of them maybe waist length or lower, usually if they're cultivated properly.
Are the tops of, is it like the top of a pineapple?
Essentially.
Is that what it looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
when it comes out? Like
Yeah.
just big?
Yeah.
Huh, cool.
Bigger. And then it's cool to see like little pineapples grow, like little baby pineapples, because they kind of keep their
Above ground?
yeah.
Huh.
They grow almost like weed.
Wait, don't
as
pineapples
flowers.
pineapples grow in the ground, though,
Also,
right?
also,
Oh,
yes,
like
yes,
the good
yes.
ones, right?
They all that's kind of how they start. Like it's a pineapple in the ground, and it flowers to make more pineapples.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But
as
it's in
fuck.
like a bush.
That's
It's cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like a berry almost.
Almost. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And they grow so many. And like it takes long, but the payoff is easy because they're easy to ship. So that's the whole draw of a pineapple for a lot of culinary.
Why are the easiest shit?
Because the skin, it's hard. Like they don't have to
Just
wear. Like
don't
when
go
it's,
bad or what?
they take longer to go bad because it's such a hard skin. But like you don't have to. Like when you ship bananas, you don't want to bruise them.
Oh, right,
things like,
right,
like
right.
with fruits
So
and other
pineapples,
things.
you
You
just-
just chuck it into the fucking
Like a football.
Yeah. They're like, hey, I think we can fit 6 more pineapples in this crate and just shove them in there. So it's low cost to move, but they take like a year or 2 to grow.
Is that the main export out there?
It was. There were a few back in the day when
Now
that
it's
happened.
heroin.
No, now it's fucking beautiful actors like Aquaman, and then you get.
Wait, he's
Barack
Hawaiian?
Obama. Yeah. He's a little Hawaiian. The Rock, again, Obama. they're all, Hawaii's got some good blood there.
I think we should get rid of Hawaii. It's too much competition.
They didn't want to be here anyway. They stole it.
When you look at where it is on the map, you're like, how the fuck did you even find that? It's so ridiculous. I was watching World War II in color on Netflix. It's dope. It's so much better. It really is. It really like adds something to it when it's in color. I don't know why. It's just there's something about it. And they're showing like all the battles like in the Pacific. What do they call it? I don't know.
The Pacific Ocean?
No, but like the like all those islands over there. Like they have a name for it. Anyway, and they just showed like a backup of like where the Philippines is, and you're like, where's Hawaii? Like it's good. Oh, it's like halfway to China. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, how big is the Pacific Ocean? Because it takes how long to get to Hawaii?
5.5 hours.
Holy fuck, dude.
Tarmac to tarmac, I think it's like 5.5 hours.
So ridiculous.
It's crazy. Hawaii is as distant from California as California is from New York.
Damn.
So it's a whole continent wide.
That's so ridiculous.
My favorite story about the Hawaiians is like the story of how they found it. Because even when they try to explain it to you, there's a lot of like, yeah, but they were just really smart. Because they'll be like, their navigators were master like star people. They could read the stars. They were navigators.
They were astronomers.
They could. Yeah, that's the word. I can't think of that because this coffee sucks. I overbrewed it.
Cheap shit.
No. I left it too long. But and then they could like taste the salinity of the ocean, whether it would how far from land they were. Yeah. Okay. See, it gets to like a level of like.
Okay, all right. I'll suspend my disbelief.
All right, maybe or they could talk to birds. I'm just kidding. But there were
tattoos could move.
Yeah, they were more aware of Mother Earth than we are, and that's how they found it. And I was like, okay.
I agree with the first part, but I don't think those two have anything to do with it. I think they got lucky. I mean, how else do you find those islands?
Like, I completely agree.
Considering like currents and wind, it's like you just land there. But
Hawaii is the literal most isolated land mass in terms of like its distance from the nearest continent.
Nearest continent or just nearest piece of land?
I think it's like, might be. Well, I mean, because like there are islands that kind of pepper it, so I think it's continent. But
civilization.
Yeah, everything's like 2,500 miles away from it, and that's the furthest point.
Yeah, it is crazy that they had like an entire people were able to flourish.
Yeah,
like
very recently.
It would have been like
it was very recent tribal life too.
Really?
Yeah, like between maybe 1800 and now, they went from literal. We were talking about no glue, rope, and shark teeth to like tribal to Polynesian.
Here's a gun.
Yeah, basically. Their first king only did it because he had guns. He was the one willing to like they were all separate island tribes, and so he was the first to unify them all under one kahuna.
Jon Snow.
Basically. And it's because he was like, but those white people got guns. Let's get some of those. And
they knew.
Yeah.
They had visited.
Yeah. They were already there, essentially. Like, the Europeans had sent missionaries. I don't know how the Europeans found it.
Dude, history's so crazy, man.
It is.
It's just like, there's so much. So many people have done so much shit that it's just like, we just know everything. Like, just based off records.
Yeah, and the earth is flat.
And it's, and it's like, the people that have, like, scoured notes time after time, translated multiple different times. They're like, well, maybe it means this, like, and they have to like figure it out, and then they all agree on it. It's like the amount of time that takes. It's amazing what humans have accomplished
without the internet.
Yeah. With fucking telegrams, beep beep. They're sending Morse code and shit. Dude.
They might have been sending birds at some point to make this happen.
It's just like, I don't know, man. People in the past were, it really does.
Like how
it's like we're fucking stupid. We're worthless.
Yeah. What was that library that fucking Rogan always talks about that they burnt down, but there was like history.
Alexandria.
Yeah. We're dumb. That was their internet, and they burnt down their internet.
That was like the world's most complete encyclopedia ever, and they just fucking burnt it. Why would you ever? Even if I didn't agree with the book, I'm like, I mean, it's work. Like somebody put work into. Like I'm not gonna burn a sculpture, you know.
Yeah.
Like an art piece, I might put it in a basement, but I'm not gonna get rid of it, you know.
How you gonna put it in a basement? You gonna put it on your horse? You gonna your camel? You strap it between
If it's a paint,
2 and 3.
painting.
Would you roll it
What are
up?
we talking about? What kind of art?
I
don't
guess
know.
that's true.
This
I
is
was
a
thinking of
bust.
painting. Those are weird. Have you seen those marble statues and the rock that looks like fabric?
I want one of Socrates in my house.
Where are you gonna put it? In the foyer.
It's gonna, yeah. it's gonna be like where I put my keys and my wallet and shit, and then I'm gonna like rub his head every time I walk out.
No, Socrates should be like pointing, and that's where you put your keys.
Just hang them on there.
And he's reading a book, and that's where you put your
There you
wallet.
go. Yeah, I like it.
What are you gonna etch into it? It has to say something. It can't just be
The
the
book?
statue, right?
The book. What do you mean?
The description of the statue and the plaque, like it has to say something special, like "Live your life, William." I don't know.
It's just gonna say YOLO. And in quotes, and underneath that, Socrates. I'm just gonna fuck with kids, like my kids' friends. I'm like, yeah, Socrates said that first.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
This is actually Socrates. When he died, they let rigor mortis set in.
They're like, he's so small. Like, that's how people were back then.
That eat your vegetables, kids. Otherwise, you're that size.
Yep, that's right. He didn't.
Do you think
All he did was study and didn't eat vegetables.
like did everyone in like Socrates' days have carts and horses, or was that like just the rich thing?
I think it's a merchant thing.
Oh, like you need it to trade.
Yeah, but if you were rich, you could get one.
Oh, so
And
if
you
were-
probably had one.
If you were
rich,
rich, you could ride a horse. If you were poor, you had to ride a horse.
Right.
So
Right.
it goes from hobby to car.
Yeah. Again, even horses, I bet, were a little bit of a. What do you want to say? Like a not luxury, but
What did you do? Have 9 kids and have them pull your wagon?
you fucking walked, bro. You carried them sons of bitches until they could walk. Then you're walking, dude. I can't carry you.
Yeah, those Ethiopian ladies that wake up at 4:00 in the morning and do 10-mile walks for water.
Carrying
Like,
baskets on their head.
Yeah.
Those fucking psycho.
like, how did you get 19 gallons of water back by yourself in one trip?
so crazy, so crazy.
That's real work. Do you think they had to race chariots? Do you think that was a thing?
Definitely, that was a thing.
Do you think like guys would show up like, hey man, nice horse? He's like, thanks, and then you make it whinny or something instead of rev your engine at them.
Like, yeah, boy.
How did that- or was it like in Red Dead where you have to keep up? That's the race. Like we both have 2 horsepower right now.
I know, right? Isn't it strange that like we use horses as a term of or like a means of measurement?
Yeah.
It's the only purpose they serve anymore.
Do you know how many horsepower your car has?
Nope. More than
2? More
Two.
than cart, more than buggy cart or something?
I don't know. But it's like a lawnmower has like 25.
Does
It's
it
like,
really?
God damn. Some of them do. I don't know, to be honest with you.
You're like, I'm just throwing a
Like
number
a
out.
push lawnmower, it can't be that much. I mean,
Well, when I push it, it's 5 horsepower easily, okay? Fuck you, dude. I don't even put gas in that one. That's the one that spins.
I wonder how many horsepower we are.
I think we're probably 0
0.2.
horsepower, but in terms of like electricity, I bet we're more.
Because we're smarter.
Yeah. So we're like
more brain
Teslas.
activity?
We're like Teslas, and horses are like gasoline cars. It's like it's a different measurement. Like, yeah, those things are stupid. Dude, I had this mom just take off next to me, like in her Tesla. It looks like a mom car, but the thing it's a little rocket.
It doesn't even make noises.
No. They should make it sound like a lightsaber when it drives by. Just you Tesla, there's your next app, your next update. That they also update the software in those stupid cars.
See, that freaks me out.
Yeah, weird.
Because, like, what if they're like, we're going to update this now, and you're, like, turning a corner, and you're like, no, I don't want to go off the cliff.
I'm sure it's like you have to download it to something and then
You
install.
probably have to be under Wi-Fi, too.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can't do it directly to a car. You know, maybe they have you update a stick and then you put it. I don't know. I'm not that. I
doubt
just
it,
bought a
dude.
car off of Craigslist.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I would assume that,
It just beams down.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. That's real cool.
Like if you could get like a network cable in the gas tank, so like
Yeah.
it literally gets it from the grid. That's dope. Mm-hmm. I want a Tesla.
I do, too.
It looks like fun.
It's never gonna happen.
It might. I
No.
feel like Elon Musk's crazy ass is legitimately trying to make it like affordable.
I want a motorcycle, electric
a Tesla
motorcycle. I'll
motorcycle.
do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Legit. Because then,
How do you
fuck
not make that
traffic.
look like a fucking?
Tron cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying.
That should sound like a lightsaber.
Yeah.
When Teslas drive by, though, like the cars, that should sound like one of those Imperial starfighters, like just screaming.
And when you turn the blinker on, it's like a laser. Doo, doo, doo.
Oh, that would get annoying as
Yeah,
fuck.
I know. Well, you can change it, you know.
You can make it a Wookiee roar. Like it makes a different tone for,
for left and right.
Yeah.
And for flashers.
It's just him screaming.
That would drive me crazy.
LucasArts would make so much money if they did that.
Oh my god, so much.
Just sue
well,
them.
Disney.
Disney, yeah. Disney's Skynet. We were all like Google Skynet, but no, Disney's gonna be Skynet.
Especially because if someone's like, Disney's gonna launch a
new VR platform.
where you're always plugged in, we'd be like, okay, it's Disney.
Yeah. Haven't you wanted to watch the third reboot of Aladdin on your arm?
Don't you want to enjoy Toy Story from the view of? I just blanked on any of the characters.
You should play Kingdom Hearts. It
Woody.
reminds you all the characters.
That's okay.
Don't play it.
I don't want to.
I don't even know if I want to dedicate a whole episode to Kingdom Hearts.
We're gonna dedicate an episode to how bad it is because there's way too much hype about those games. I've been thinking that for years, but
Two
thought
is good.
I thought I was just missing something, but
we won't get into it.
anyway.
No, yeah. So I want.
So
we went all the way to
yeah.
buggies when I was talking about having an
I
R8
knew what you
drive
were trying to do.
at the show. Dude, have you heard an R8 next to you?
Well, I don't know what that is.
It's an Audi supercar.
Audi?
It's basically it's one of the cars that Tony Stark drove in one of the Marvel movies. It's that level of car.
No, I don't think
There's
so.
two on this street that I know
Really?
of. And yeah, it makes me wet. I get it. I understand. Like it sounds
Yeah, dude, it's exciting. There's something about nice cars, and that was the with racing games, which is the topic of our episode today.
Hey yo.
There was earlier, when you first were playing racing games, it was just here's the cars you can get, and then it got to the point where it's now you can customize them, and that's a completely different realm. It's now I get to look.
What was your
cool.
first customizable car game?
Oh man, it would. Oh my goodness.
Because I think mine was Need for Speed Underground, where I could really
I think yeah.
I did it. I remember doing it in Gran Turismo, which I think in terms of realistic driving games, that's the gold standard. Is Gran Turismo? They've
Not anymore.
You don't think so?
Forza.
Oh yeah, Forza's good too.
Yeah, Forza's lit, dude.
Right. I
Forza,
guess.
What am I? Graphics, the way it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
ridiculous.
But for a long time, the simulation aspect of Gran Turismo was no one else was doing that, but they had a little customization, but not enough. It was very upgrade your intake. Cool, you can't see it, but now it goes faster.
Right.
Yeah, and it felt very mobile gamey.
It's like old sports games, when they first started introducing single player modes, and it's okay, you get this equipment to make your player better, but it doesn't show up on the player. You're wearing a wristband, but you're not wearing it in the game.
Yeah.
But it gives you stats, so it's But then they started getting to the point where it's you can customize it, and it shows up when you play.
That was a great feature.
Yeah.
That everyone wanted.
Game
It's
changer.
You want to change the color of your stickers? Yeah, I can do that.
Actually, I want to put a bunch of stickers on it.
In Underground, I feel it at a certain point in the game, it didn't even matter what your car looked like. It was how much shit can you put on your car?
That's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, the uglier essentially you could make your car, the more stickers you could put on it, the higher the car's rating and bonus level would be.
Oh, just because you put a bunch of shit. Oh,
it's
that's
an
annoying.
extra thing. Yeah, it was because you want I wanted a clean slipper, single minimal, but fucking crotch rocket out of the box kind of thing.
Right.
But it had to be Too Fast, Too Furious, Underglow that flashes with the music, and a triple stack spoiler with
hydraulics
and green tint. And you had your the wiper nozzles light up as well.
That's kind of dope, though. I'm not mad at that.
But the more you could put on it, the higher it was. So they figured out.
I understand that in the sense of making a game,
I guess.
But I'm sure they changed. Like, well,
that was the
back
first
then.
Underground.
Yeah, and
That
you're
was
in
PlayStation 2.
and it's probably like, oh, you get all this stuff by unlocking things. All this stuff is quote unquote more valuable.
Yeah.
So if you have it on your car, you should be in higher regard.
Yeah.
I guess in a sense. So I get that, but just don't make them stack. You know what I'm saying? Like that is literally a thing in every video game. Like enchantments don't stack.
Yeah.
Like if two people have this ability, the effects don't stack. It's in every game. So it's like, why would you not?
They got lazy. I mean, they also
Yes.
gave you like an open world, and that was in PlayStation 2 when GTA just started doing it. They're
Right.
like, let's do that with cars.
Yeah.
Because I remember.
Isn't there some that's the almost the slight shitty thing about racing games is that like that feeling of like I'm just stuck to this car.
Yeah.
I can't get out.
Yeah.
That fucking annoys me about racing games a lot.
Yeah, because
Unless they're done right. Like they can be done well, but
it gets old quick though. I feel like at a certain point you get over like, all right, I get it. Here's a car. Here's a road.
here's
Let me
a race.
Go fast.
Do I have to beat him or do
Yeah.
I just have to like go through the?
That was my fastest run. Great. Beat yourself. What? I just beat him. Now I have to beat myself.
Yeah, the
So,
ones that like they're the new Need for Speed game. Like there's a story and stuff, and there's like a progression system. You have levels. Of course, everything's like an RPG nowadays, more or less.
Yeah. Need for Speed, I feel like really does. They try everything because remember when they came out with Hot Pursuit?
Yeah. And like ever since then though, it's not like other games don't have cops. They just keep that as part of the game. They're like, well, we did that, people liked it, and we're just gonna keep it in as it's just part of it now.
What a pitch meeting for that game. You know, hey, imagine a racing game. All right, cool. Everyone's got Lamborghinis.
Nah, dude, here's how it goes. Did you guys play Cops and Robbers when you were young? This is that. That's it. And they're like, I'm in, dude. I'm
It
in.
was dope.
Everybody played Cops and Robbers.
I can't believe they okayed it though. You know
Why?
Like, running from the cops?
Why?
Now you couldn't try to. If that game didn't exist up until today, and you tried to make that today, they'd be like, no, we can't have them run away from the police.
Please. That would be with Grand Theft Auto existing. There would be no problem.
There's no problem now though because
It would just be rated teen, dude. T for teen.
Or
Dude, even kids nowadays, like the kids that I work with, like they watch videos on YouTube, and it's always like people running away from cops, like falling off bridges and shit. Not like real shit, but
they're
like
cops though.
I know, dude. But it's
Fucking
just
pigs. I think, in fact, like if the cops in like Duke Nukem were pigs, like they were
they?
legit pigs.
Dude,
Yeah.
Nukem is such a ridiculous game. Remember when they rebooted that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it quickly died.
Yeah, it
They're
didn't
like,
do well.
forget about it. What's next? Let's redo Crash Bandicoot.
But that game was so ridiculous. I remember playing it on a friend's computer back in the day, and it was being like, "This game is ridiculous."
Yeah, this seems a bit much, don't you think, you psychopath, for having this?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't remember I remember playing Duke Nukem, but I don't remember what I played it on. It was so long ago. It might have been PlayStation 1. So I think you might have still played it before me.
Yeah, I was pretty young. I don't know why
Fucking
we were
crazy
playing.
coders.
Yeah, they were wild.
Is there, you know what I don't like playing are racing games on computer. Like it doesn't work. Even when you get like a controller.
I had a
controller.
NASCAR game when I was younger, and I had the fucking steering wheel with the shifter and the pedals. That was pretty cool.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was cool.
It never got it. Even like simulation games on computer with like the joystick. Like I see it's dope, but it's not fun for me. Like it's, I don't know. It's.
I mean,
little
granted,
much.
you could do the steering wheel and stuff with PlayStation now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and VR would probably make it amazing,
Dude. There is a VR. Is it Need for Speed? I don't know. Or Drive Club is one of the games. I don't know, but they're VR. I think they both have a VR game. They should if they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be one of the, because I'm actually thinking about getting a VR, PSVR.
Nice.
Pretty soon because they're coming out with some new deals. But I think I'm gonna get the same one you got.
The Hulu VR is cool. It's quirky and it's very novelty, but like it's dope that they tried it.
Yeah.
And like there is an option for you to kind of sit in the passenger seat of a NASCAR and have him talk you through what he's doing while he's racing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The graphics aren't amazing, but it's like you're still having that experience. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. And one of my first thoughts was like, oh, I want to get a racing game. For sure.
Yeah. I don't know why I haven't looked into that. I played the Jet one.
That was
one
cool.
was okay.
Yeah, it was alright.
It's weird that I think it's just too unrealistic to be fun.
Yeah, I wanted it to be more modern.
Yeah.
When you were explaining it to me, I thought it was like a modern.
Yeah,
jet
I would
flying.
prefer it being like one of those P-51s, those with the propeller World War One.
Oh, shit
like
balls.
that single propeller.
Biplane.
Yeah, those. I've always liked those. I wanted to like be a little fighter pilot as a kid, but then when I saw that they were flying jets, I was like, that's not as cool. Like,
What are you talking about, dude?
I like the idea of like those World War One like dogfights where you had that one pilot that was like an ace pilot, you know.
They don't do that anymore?
No, not really. Everything's so computerized.
Yeah.
Most of the time you don't see the people that you fight because
missile.
you have a 1.5 mile range with a missile and a radar. Like,
Huh.
so it's a lot different. I'm sure there are still dog fights, but I'm sure they're less frequent.
Yeah.
And just the ingenuity that I felt like were in those biplanes, like just how the gun shot through the propellers, how it was called an interrupter, where depending on propeller position, the mechanism inside would disengage the firing pin on the gun, so you couldn't shoot through your propeller.
What?
So it would be a machine gun, but because the propeller is going so quick that it'll still shoot it through it like it's being not interrupted. So it's amazing. I love
That's
all
crazy.
That shit.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's
That's
dope
insane.
as fuck. So it's all mechanical. I like that feel of things.
Yeah, and if you're good at that, it's like you're just a good pilot.
Yeah, you're using bullets like you are
Yeah.
just blah!
Yeah.
Oh shit. So those are dope. That's probably why I like stick shifts in my cars as well. I like that analog feel. Can you drive a stick, Willie
Nope.
Anderson? Why not?
Don't want to. No need.
Why? It's fun. It's a good experience. To have.
Why would I want one less hand to use on the road? Like, why would I always have to have my right hand free now?
No, I mean you go from steering wheel to stick.
I can't turn a corner and take a drink of my coffee.
No, but you do have to downshift to take that corner. Like if it's I don't know. All
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
cool. Yeah, I it's fun. It's a different experience. It's a much more. Oh, this is stupid. It's a much more present. Like you have to be aware of your car's speed.
I don't want to be.
Yeah, that's why I want a Tesla. I want to be like have the option of not paying attention to my car or paying all the attention to my car.
I just want to put on autopilot and
Would you sleep?
no.
What
Just because I couldn't. Like my mind wouldn't let me.
Oh.
But like I would want to, but
I think the
couldn't.
car, like you have to have hands on the steering wheel or something.
Yeah,
in
whatever.
autopilot. So maybe I'd learn how to
tape
fall
them.
asleep. just beer culies. How do you get out of your car then? Like
I mean, you don't tape them that strong.
get
know?
finger magnets.
There you go.
So it's like brass knuckles that
Velcro.
click. Oh, there you go.
Well,
but then you'd need like a.
But then
you'd
your
have to
hands aren't
put
on it.
gloves on it or something.
Is it
Oh, yeah.
heat sensitive or is it just? How do they know? I
think-
think they're just lying. I think they just say that.
No, I think at this point they've installed cameras in all of them, and they can see whether your hands are on the
Oh,
steering
is somebody
wheel or not.
monitoring me?
Why
If
wouldn't
so,
they? Why
you
wouldn't
go
they?
Fuck yourself, Tesla. I'm not buying your shit.
Can't read a book though. They just look so dope.
Do
Oh.
they? The front
they
end of
do.
them is not
No, that
exciting.
not interior.
Oh yeah.
Like there's nothing else like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You and I have different car experiences, I guess. Did you ever play those the in arcade racing
Yeah.
games? Like
Yes.
did you have one that was like, "Oh, this is my shit."
No.
Oh. There was a bunch of kids when I went. So I want to say between 8th and 10th grade, there was like a local arcade that everyone would kind of just get on the bus and, nerds. There was a group of Asian kids that would crush it on Initial D. Have you ever played the arcade version of Initial D?
I don't know what
It's
that is.
it's a racing game based on an anime that like you have to drift to kind of get through all the
Of course
courses
you
with
do.
time.
Of course you do.
And it cost like $2 to play.
What?
Yeah, at least. And they had like a card system where you could save your car and customize it. That was cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, you could actually customize the outside of the vehicle as well, so that you could take it to the arcade and be like, yo, check this shit out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was a dope. Like, I obviously had a car. I wasn't good, but I had to play. Like,
Obviously, I had a car.
Yeah, obviously I had a car. And what was crazy about that is that if you wanted to keep your car, it was like an extra $4. So if you wanted the card, if you wanted to play and you've never played before, that's almost $10 that you're coughing into this game.
Damn.
So it was a very like high bar of skill level, because like I tell you, these kids were crushing it. They were crushing it. Like perfect drifts every time, barely missing the bumper, like manipulating pixels at this point, like so precise in their driving that I was like, I'm not gonna pay $7 every time to try and get better.
That's
it
how
was
much
too
they
much,
paid?
basically,
That's
because
so ridiculous.
you'd want to be there, and you don't just get to. It's in an arcade. You don't just get to continue. You got to pay somewhere to pay the
Right.
extra. But a lot of times you'd have 12 kids there on a Friday. That 2 kids are like kind of kicking everyone's ass. So it's like, all right, next. So they're just pumping money into that machine. But they were Asians, so they had it to spare.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, is if they're Asian. And I already knew the answer, but
Yeah. They were the ones that were like, their siblings were good at DDR and they're good at Initial D. So it was, I was lucky enough to have that kind of like coin on the arcade experience of like, I got next with like racing games. So I think
interesting.
that's why
I didn't know that existed.
yeah,
That's
it was,
cool.
It was super dope. It was fun. Very, very unique in like that. Besides Gran Turismo, I don't know if any other customization for your car existed.
Not an arcade.
Yeah, not at that
Especially
level.
not an arcade. That's crazy.
That's probably early 2000s.
I'm gonna have to look this game up later and see what it's all about.
I'm
So
sure
that's
it's
cool.
still active. It's probably
Yeah.
like Dave and Buster looking cards now,
Right.
and you can probably take a snapshot of your car and post
Yeah.
it on social media.
Oh, true.
So I'm sure it's dope as fuck. Don't show it to me. I might play it. Don't tell
Where's
me.
George? He's
Yeah.
at the arcade. What arcade? He made one.
There is an arcade that we should go to. but
Really?
Yeah. The one in Claremont. We
Oh
should go to.
yeah. We should go check that out.
Anytime there wasn't an Initial D game, though, I would always play the like the pixelated NASCAR one where you could like 5 of you could sit down and you could all drive, but it's like shitty Sega Genesis graphics.
Yeah.
Do you know that game?
I think so.
Where it's
probably.
everything's a left turn, but somehow there's like 900 cars on the field. There's always someone to pass in that game.
Oh yeah, dude, that was the thing too. Like, not even racing games, but just driving games. Just like drive as far as you can without getting in an accident.
Yeah.
It's like Frogger, but the opposite way. You know, it's like just go between shit. There was a motorcycle game I used to play on Super Nintendo.
Wow.
I want to say it was just like real shitty. It was
Oh,
just
Daytona USA is that game. Just don't hit shit.
Yeah, just don't hit stuff. I mean, it's basically like the Temple Run stuff of now.
Oh,
Just
that's a
not,
good point.
You know
I
what I'm
never
saying?
thought about that.
Just not as
Yeah,
Good.
and then you have Burnout, which is the opposite of
yeah.
Temple Run.
Dude.
That game was so fun,
Burnout is so dope.
so dope.
They're still making those games.
I hope so. Always make that game. That's fine.
Those ones with the crashes and shit, dude. Any game where you can like crash and it's like part of the game, I'm down.
Yeah, you're
That's
gonna
dope.
give me a bonus for making that
Yeah.
guy spin into that guy? Like, yeah,
You're telling me I can take down all the other racers in the race and I don't even have to try? Yeah. What the fuck?
I can drive how I wanted to drive. That was a thing too. Like, you always wanted to hit someone else, but very rarely was it rewarded.
Yeah.
Until like Burnout.
Right.
That's
right.
such a great idea.
Yeah.
They're like, here's a game. It's the same game as last time, but it's $30. I'll take my money.
Right.
That's
Fuck
fine.
it. Let's do it.
What kind of microtransactions do you think exist in Burnout?
Dude, it's all got to do with how your car looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get like
I mean, there's gotta be, like,
reinforced bumpers
maps.
now so that you can like it turns into the battle bots of racing where you can
It's
like,
invisible.
you can get a ramp maybe that makes cars go over yours and
That would be cool.
backflips. I'm making a better game than Burnout. I'm gonna stop.
We always make better games than what they have.
What was your first Gran Turismo game?
I don't think I've ever. Well, I mean, I've played it, but I don't think I've ever owned one. But I remember playing one on PS1.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was probably the original Gran
I
Turismo.
had a friend that like he really enjoyed racing games, probably more than me. He introduced me like Gran Turismo and stuff. But one time we were playing Grand Theft Auto or something, and he was like, I'm just gonna see if I can like drive in the lines, and I was like, why are you driving in the lines on Grand Theft? It made me so mad.
If I'm going, like, I drive right, but I don't like.
No, he made it a point. Like, he was like, I'm going to pretend that I'm in this world. And so he let people cross.
Oh, that's so boring.
And he stopped and like, don't do this right now. I will kill you myself.
Yeah.
Dude,
no.
Forza looks dope. I just saw a screenshot
Here's
of
what
it.
sucks about Forza. Only available on Xbox.
Yeah.
And then, but at the same time, we have Spider-Man. All the Drake Uncharted games. Like,
Isn't Dirt all it's all consoles as well, right?
Dirt, I think so.
Yeah, so it's like you can get a little watered down version of Forza.
Dirt's
Dirt's fun.
Is it?
Yeah,
Would you
I
rather?
enjoyed it.
I thought that was all like off-roading stuff.
I like rally racing though.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it's dope as
So
fuck.
you would rather have stuff like that as opposed to like a street racing game?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like the idea, especially like real rally racing is fun for me to watch because like they have a co-driver, like,
Yeah.
and he has to call out turns, and it really is like a team effort, and you
Right.
get to watch the drivers, especially if you get to get inside.
They should make that VR.
I'm sure that exists as
Like
well.
online where one person's driving, the other person is navigating.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
That's not accessible though, you know.
Why
'cause
not?
I feel like you and I would have to play so that you know exactly when to let me know when that right 3 hairpin's coming, because it's like that's how they have to call it.
Well, I mean, they probably don't make it that difficult.
How do you make that
it
simple?
easier.
How do you
it
make
easier?
how?
I don't know, man. There's always ways of simplifying shit.
Say it in the yellow zone.
I just want to say right,
Right 3.
right, left.
I think those are dope though. Like, because you have to
But you
you
don't
have to
have
have
a
a-
mini map.
good car and you have to have a good driver. So I feel like a lot of other racing games are about going fast, and with rally racing, it's actually knowing how to manipulate your vehicle in all environments.
Yeah, because they change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like doing comedy. You want to do it in as many different spots as possible and in
Right.
as many different variabilities to be like, yeah, no, I'm the best driver here.
Right.
Hands down. And very rarely are they American drivers.
Yeah.
It's always like some Finnish driver. Apparently, to get your license out there, you have to know how to execute a J-turn.
What's that?
It's where you go into reverse and then you yank your brake and you flip your car around. I don't know if that's like racing lore that I've heard through the years, but it's information in my brain that I thought you should know.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
So it's like, well, it's, I guess the world out in Finland and stuff is so different in terms of terrain that you have to be a better driver or you're an endanger to everyone else.
Wow.
So you have to do stupid shit like that. So I didn't play a lot of Midnight
I don't know,
Club.
man. I've seen a lot of those videos that come from Russia and those dash cams. And
Yeah, but Russia don't give a fuck. I've seen an entire 747 full of FedEx packages fall out of the sky on those Russian webcams. Like that's
dude, it's just that Russia's so big that everything happens there.
yeah, statistically, it's gonna end up here.
Oh my god, dude! The fact that I'm going back to World War II. The fact that Hitler thought that he was just gonna march across Russia. It's like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
God, dude. Mistake number one. You know?
learn from the Mongols. Just stay there.
While I'm watching that, dude, it's like we almost lost. If Hitler wouldn't have made a couple mistakes, dude, we would have been Nazi America.
Yeah, just a few mistakes, but I mean, it's always those at anything. It's always the little mistakes that cost the most.
Yeah. Especially, dude, on a conquest like that, it's like, God, man.
Right? You want the planet? Hang on.
Dude, like, we'll give you
Hang
Europe.
on. Hang on,
okay?
Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's intense. But it's like, I don't know, at some point, it's like you have to run out of resource. Like, you have to run out of people that are fighting for you. Like, you know, you're only so many people.
Yeah.
You're just going to, like, spread yourself thin. And he did it too early. You know, if he could have not attacked Russia. Russia was on their side. Russia was literally like, yeah, we'll help you out.
Not soon enough, though.
And
okay?
then Germany was like, yeah, but we want your stuff. So
they were running out of resources. That's what happened.
It's so weird to go like watch back and like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it was crazy, and it is such a world changing event. It's because of those two world wars that like a lot of art exists now, rock and even comic books and things like that. Like, it's because of
A lot of cars now.
Cars and Volkswagens.
Technology is, dude, a lot of technology just because of World War II.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. And like a lot of people don't realize, maybe they do, and I'm just pretentious, that like the world of racing is where they test the cutting edge of vehicle technology, where like they test all the good things. And it's a lot like fashion in the sense that like there's a level where everything kind of gets tried out, and by the time it gets to you, it's damn near perfect. Like think about the internal combustion engine. They're like, I'm gonna harness explosions and we're gonna move a car. What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Millions of them without issue. The only issue you're going to have is user error.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. And Tesla realized that and it's like, all right, take the user out of the equation.
I mean, every once in a while you get like a dart that explodes when you tap the back of it, but like, shit like that happens.
So, I don't know. I really enjoy most car games, but they're not my favorite genre.
What's weird is like I enjoy it, but when I'm in the store and I'm like looking at games, it's not one that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy this. I don't know why.
Yeah,
maybe we'll get a free one from PlayStation.
That would be dope.
They did do one called Onrush. Garbage. It was like a team rate. It was garbage. It was trash.
What everyone played that I didn't really like, I don't know why, maybe because it was street racing, but was Midnight Club.
I didn't play that either.
That's a Rockstar game, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and I think that was the hype about it. I played it, and it just felt like I was driving a GTA car. Like I didn't have any new physics.
Here's Grand Theft Auto without
third person
weapons, and
like
stuff.
Closer third person, and you can't get out of the car.
Yeah,
it was very odd.
But that was one of the first ones where it was like you can get an Escalade and trick it out.
Yeah, there was the dub edition.
Yeah, which is like why, but that's dope. You know what it did? I think it got more black people into interest because I don't know if black people are like interested in racing in general. You know what I mean?
Ludacris would say beg to disagree, but
he got paid a lot of money.
Ludacris, Tyrese, The Rock. I mean,
they get paid a lot of money to drive those cars.
To not drive those cars. I always think about like I love Fast and the Furious movies, but like shooting those scenes must be so weird.
Why?
Because it's all on green screen. The car's not moving, and they're like, "All right, shift aggressively."
That's why you're an actor, dude.
Look around.
I feel like I don't know, man. The amount of times that they do it, it's like you could get it one time, right? Like you could do it.
I guess. I don't know. The acting bar is not high. You got I Am Groot as the fucking lead of most of your series. Mr. Vin Diesel just shifting and looking mean.
Yeah. Vin Diesel badass.
He is.
Is he gay? Remember when people were talking about that? Was that a rumor?
Yeah. And then like his little breakdancing video surfaced for a little while.
And then we saw him with his shirt off again. We're like, never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. You look like that. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can fuck anyone.
Dude,
he was in Triple X. It's like, is this a porno? Or like, what's going on here?
I love him in the Chronicles of Riddick. I really liked him.
I've never seen those.
They're good. They're fun.
My girlfriend's always like, we should watch those. And they're on Amazon Prime, but you have to rent them. Amazon Prime's stupid that way. Where like if you have the videos, they'll show you everything they have, but only some of them are free to watch with Prime. It's like some of them you have to rent or buy.
I'm sure it's
like,
a licensing thing though, and it's not their decision.
Yeah, but separate it.
Yeah,
like
fair.
These are the free ones. These are the
Amazon Prime, Amazon Video.
Right,
like,
right.
You can get your Prime and then the library you can choose from. They do that on airplanes. Yeah, they're like, here's your free shit, and then you can also buy this shit.
Yeah,
so they're good about that there.
Anyway, yeah, racing game. We should get a racing game.
I agree.
We should get the same one that we can play online.
Definitely.
Or some shit.
I'm gonna put my headset on my VR headset.
Yeah, I would do that too for sure. But then you have to play from inside the vehicle. That was never my. How do you what angle?
Depends on the game. Yeah, like there's some rally games that like it's harder, but I loved like being able to be in the cockpit, see them.
If you're doing VR, you have to do that,
right?
If you're if you're using VR and you're outside the vehicle, give me that headset.
I might throw up though if you do that, like rally in VR inside, like all that bouncing and shit.
But that's why you have it.
Yeah.
That's what you need next is like a 4D box, like if they have at the theaters.
Yeah, you rent space.
Yeah. No, just get one right here.
Right here. Yeah, just in your one big ass thing. You don't get a living room, but you can play dope games.
Yeah, I don't think your girlfriend would mind it at all. You'll be fine.
Put it in the office.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, so I think I think I'll get a VR. Maybe, yeah, get a VR first.
Yeah, I'll buy the game and then let you know if you should buy the game for VR. Or
Yeah, we
just
have to
try
do
it.
some research.
Why haven't I? I feel like we always come to racing games and it's like, oh, eventually we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. Or,
Yeah.
Now we're here to it.
Yeah. I might go. I don't know, dude. We'll see. I might stop in GameStop today. I think I'll have time.
Yeah, drop by and see if there's any dope like rally games, or
Okay.
just a full lineup in
Rally.
general.
I just want. I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to talk about this because
Oh yeah, because you drive an automatic. I got.
I
it.
want.
I understand.
I mean, I would just rather have like cool cars. Like I want to drive a Lambo, dude. I don't want a fucking rally car at all times.
All right.
Can
Well,
we-
I feel
can
like
we make a Lambo a rally car because that would be. Dope.
I feel like most games have the option of like, all right,
Both?
you have your regular Lamborghini and then you have your all-wheel drive Lamborghini with all-terrain
Straight
tires.
up. I
and
doubt that.
You can't fit all-terrain tires on a Lamborghini.
Somebody should create super off-road racing.
Yeah, just like a Bugatti bouncing through the woods.
Just huge tires, just like sitting up. Like that would be dope. They could figure it out.
Does that game already exist? Are we stupid, guys?
I don't think so, dude.
No?
I think we're on the cutting edge at all times.
We are the racing of
Yeah.
video game ideas.
Yeah.
We're the cutting edge of creativity.
Meanwhile,
That's sad.
somebody's like, "Fucking this developer made 4 games like that. Nobody ever wanted to play it."
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, let us know at Gameboiz Podcast
Yeah.
on Twitter. If we're missing a game or a game that we should play, maybe we can eventually get together. We stream it
Yeah.
on Twitch.tv.
/Gameboiz podcast. Racing games are kind of a staple. Like there'll always be racing games. There's always been racing games. There probably always will be racing games.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Is there still NASCAR games?
Probably.
That's so sad.
I'm sure there's like a NASCAR mode.
That's true.
Like at this point, everything kind of has to do everything in some aspect, right? I'm
They
sure there's a
should-
zombie car mode. Fuck that.
They
Like,
should do a game where like you start out at like 14 years old as a street racer. You're just illegally street racing. You
gotta
work your
steal
way
a
up.
car.
Yeah,
Your
you
first one's
yeah,
stolen.
Yeah, you work your way up to like fucking
dude.
rally car. You have to choose a path. You want to be like a rally racer, street racer, NASCAR.
That's the first
Oh.
level, though, is that you steal the car and you have to run from the cops, and that's when you realize you're a really good driver.
Maybe before that, you're in go-kart racing. You're just driving around a go-kart track.
Oh, that'd be
That's
dope.
where
Like
a lot
a
of like good drivers started. You know,
like an intro scene.
Yeah.
You're like at a Fiesta
the
Village.
credits. The credits is you controlling the vehicle, the go-kart,
That's dope.
and the credits are rolling and
Yeah.
shit.
And then your parents die, and then you become a rebel. so you steal your first 4-cylinder.
While you're on the go-kart, the fucking the building that your parents in just explodes.
Yeah. No, it gets hit by a car. And so depending
oh
on
my
what kind of
God.
car it was, if it was a rally car, now you want to drive street because you hate rally racing. Or if it was a
Whoa.
street car, you want to drive rally because now
Fucking
you hate.
Cool it, dude.
And then
way
there's
too
ninjas. Oh, no.
It's ninja racing.
Yeah, it's all at night. You can't see shit.
Now, how do you feel about like Twisted Metal, like where there's like
I love
weapons?
Twisted Metal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I agree.
That was dope. I played Twisted Metal 4 a lot.
Yeah, and like, you know what we haven't talked about is like Mario Kart style racing.
Kart
Like
games.
kart games,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mario Kart. I didn't play a lot of Mario Kart until like someone brought it over. Then that would be the shit.
Dude, it's so good. It's great. Like that game still. We were talking about last episode, I think, how it still stands the test of time. Mm-hmm. And
It's so
just
fun.
It's still fun to play.
But yeah,
And
that's
like,
it.
like people are like, oh, you have the new one. It's like, why? What? Let's just play on the 64. What are you talking about, dude? I don't
Yeah.
want your Wii U or whatever the fuck.
What is? I don't even know how to hook your Switch up to my TV.
Yeah,
Hang on.
they're like, we don't need one. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
We're not
We
gaming.
just play on the 7-inch screen. I'm not playing on.
I'm not sitting on your lap. Okay, fuck you. Let's go Netflix and chill on this thing.
Yeah, no shit, right? Fuck out of here. It is cool though.
I want one.
They are
I do
cool.
want
They are really cool.
one. I'm just being a hater. I'm
Yeah,
aware.
yeah.
It's because I want one.
Have you seen Detective Pikachu yet?
No, it just came out.
Yeah.
I've been busy this weekend.
I'm
I'll check it
interested,
out.
but I don't think I'm going to spend the money to go see it.
What?
Yeah.
It's my childhood come to life.
I honestly don't even know like where that came. Like I wasn't too that into Pokemon that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand like what that is even. Like what is Detective Pikachu? Like I know it was a thing, but I don't know what it is.
It's just Pikachu. It's the world. It's just Ryan Reynolds was like, hey, I want to do a Pokemon game.
But isn't that something? Isn't Detective Pikachu something?
There was a Detective Pikachu. I don't like. I mean, there's been every version. There's a Pikachu that surfs. There's like
Oh.
there's
I
Magic
guess,
Pikachu.
I guess I don't understand the movie, but okay.
They're really just putting you in the world, I think, and it sounds like
That's
they did a
fine.
good job about it. So
They could have just made a Pokemon movie.
that's essentially what they
Well,
did.
they should have just made a live action. They should have just called it Pokemon.
Oh.
And they should have done Ash.
But then you wouldn't get as many, like, in terms of demographics. Everyone loves Ryan Reynolds right now. They're like, oh, he's going to do that? I'll check it out. Like, you're going to get a
Just have him still voice Pikachu. Just have him talk to Ash.
But that Pikachu didn't talk to Ash. They should have made
did.
Ryan Reynolds Ash.
Yeah. And
He throws out a
Asian-
Pokemon.
an Asian Ash. He voices an Asian, a live voice actor, Asian guy. Because that's who it should be, an Asian. But it's Ryan Reynolds' voice.
Yeah, like it's actually
dubbed.
Like they're dubbing an anime.
Yeah. It's
like
in Japanese.
Like Kung Pao. After
Yes.
the fist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a great idea. I
Yeah.
hope they do that. I hope that's the director's cut. And it was like, here's what we actually wanted to do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna delay the audio by like a second. So like the mouths will start moving and then the audio will come in and I'm like, yeah, this is just dubbed. It's in Japanese, but
It's perfect. Same intro too.
yeah.
Oh, you got me all excited for Detective Pikachu now.
Sorry, I
wanna
thought
watch
about
it.
Oh, hey, I also wanted to ask you, sometimes when I drive out here, there's usually on school days, there's this old man that stands on
With
the
the
road with a tambourine.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you know about him?
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
I
He's
feel
just
like
loving life.
I feel like he's always on drugs.
I think his drug is God. Like, he just wants to spread the word of God, and when
Is
you
that what it
acknowledge
is?
him, he gets very excited. Yeah, I
Really?
say hi to him, I honk at him. Like, that clearly makes his day. And it takes nothing on my part to do, and it's fun to make someone happy. Why not, dude?
I don't know, man. We should do some research, figure out like where he comes from, because it's just like it's so strange.
Is he going to be our try it out guy?
Try it out. Yeah. Yes.
We'll go interview him. We'll be Gameboiz on the road. We'll do
we
it
please do
mid-run,
Yeah.
and so we'll pull out our phones. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
We got to go on like a 5-mile run though, so all the asshole in us is gone, and we can just exist with him.
Yeah.
And not roast him. Because if we do any less than that, we're gonna
Yeah.
roast him. And it's gonna be rude.
Yeah. I'll probably still be rude, but it's all right.
All right, that's episode to come, guys. Stay tuned for everything that we do. Check us out on Twitch. What's our Twitch?
Twitch.tv/Gameboiz Podcast.
And then we're also on Twitter, Gameboiz Podcast. Gameboiz with a Z, BOIZ, because we cool like that. It'd be like that sometimes.
Also, copyright issues.
Things like that. Check us out and everything else that the Buddy System does, because they do too much shit. And I say they because there's so much more than just me and Aaron now. You guys need to slow this shit down. But thanks for listening, guys. And we'll just catch you next time on another episode of Gameboiz. Bye.
Deuces.
Hadouken! He's on fire!
Listen!